Welcome to Beaded Doilies by Shell. In this video we are continuing the video word chart tutorial for the cross weave. Here I have for you row 1 and 2 from the last video. I am using my pattern Smiley for this project. Now in this video I'm going to be doing row 3 and 4, and as you can see both are increasing rows. Now to start we want the string that is coming out of our bead towards the end of our previous row, and we're going to add to that string 4 beads. So we need 2 A's and 2 B's. And we'll let them all drop down. And now, when you add 4 beads, you want to go through that using the same string. You want to go through that first bead again. And there we have the first 4 beads for our new row. Now we're going to flip our piece over, and now we want the string that is coming out of the 4 we just added, and we're going to add 2 beads to that one. We need 2 A colors. As you can see here, set 2 and 3 both need 2 A colors. So for this is set 2, so we're going to add 2 A colors. We're going to let the first one drop down. The first one drop down. And now we're going to take the other string and we're going to cross the second one. So we want to enter from the opposite direction. And we've crossed, and then we slide it down, and there we have our first 2 sets of beads on our row. And now we're going to continue adding sets of beads. We first take the string that is coming in towards our previous row, and we go through the first side bead, and then we take the other string and we add 2 beads to it. So we have the string that's coming through the side bead of our previous row, and we want the other string. And we're going to add our 2 A's to it. We'll let the first one drop down. And then, oh, forgot. And then we want the other string, and we're going to cross it through the second bead. And there we have our third set. on. And now we repeat. We take the string that's coming in towards our previous row and we go through that next side bead. And then we take the other string and we add our 2 beads, which this time it's A and then a B. Then we let the first bead drop down. And we take our other string and we cross it through the second bead. And now we've come to the last set on this row. And again, we want the string that is on the same side as our previous row, so this string here. And we're going to add 3 beads this time, so we need an A, then a B, and then an A. Now we'll let the first 2 of those drop down, and we'll take the other string and cross the 3rd bead. And we'll bring it down, and that finishes off our row and prepares us for the next row. Now we will do row 4, and we'll just repeat all that again. So we want the string that is coming out of our piece towards the end of our previous row. And we're going to add to that string 4 beads. We need 2 A's and 2 B's. We'll let all 4 of them drop down. And then we'll find the first bead that we added and go through it again with the same string. And there we've added the first 4 beads of this row. Then we'll flip our piece over, and we're going to use the string that we just added our 4 beads to. And we're going to add the next 2 beads. So 2, we need 2 A colors. And we'll let the first bead drop down. And then we'll take our other string and cross the second bead. And if your piece is ever loose like this, you can just pull the bottom ones apart and then pull it tight, and that snugs it all up. And there we have our first two sets on our row. Now we will continue adding. We want the string that's on the same side as our previous row. That's this string. We're going to add, go through the side bead on our previous row. Then we want the other string, and we're going to add our 2 beads. So we need 2 B color beads. 1, 2. We'll let the first one drop down, and we'll take our other string and we'll cross the second bead and bring it down. Then we repeat, take the string on the side of our previous row, go through the side bead, then take our other string and add 2 beads. 4 and 5 are the same color, so we need A followed by a B. Let the first one drop down, and then we take our other string and we cross the second one. And we've added that set. Then we repeat, we take the string on the side of our previous row and we go through the next side bead. Then we take our other string and we add 2 beads, A, B. We let the first one drop down, and then we take our other string and we cross the second one. And then we have added that set. And we repeat. Now, I'll show this at the beginning of some video at one point, but if you ever are not sure where you are or you had to stop and needed to come back, if you want to know what row you're on, you can count every 2 beads along one of the straight sides. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 that you're on the 4th row. And then if you need to know what set you're on, just count the side beads. Don't count the end, just the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know we've put on 5 and we're ready to put on 6. Now we're going to take the string that's on the side of our previous row and we're going to go through the next side bead. Then we're going to take the other string and we're going to add our 2 beads, which we need a B followed by an A. Then we'll let that first bead drop down and we'll take our other string and we'll cross the second bead. And there we've added our set. Now we're down to the last set. So we're going to take the string that's coming in towards our previous row, this string here, and we're going to add 3 beads to it. We need 2 B's and an A. We'll let the first 2 drop down. And then we'll cross the third one with our other string. And there we have completed our row, and we're ready for the next row. And I hope to see you in the next video.